Hey there, Horne-Ellstrom here. Welcome to day 1996 of What Shift to Now, documenting the journey as I transitioned from the brick and mortar corporate world of business to the online world of business. I think it's funny, a rough rock versus a smooth rock. Not so much, not in my experience anyway. Today, created a couple of pieces of content. The first was this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge. We're talking about emotional support and intimacy in our relationships and achieving our relationship goals. And I shared the power of emotional support, 3 different types of intimacy, physical, intellectual, and emotional, because all are important depending on the type of relationship that we're in, and 5 ways that you can enhance or cultivate emotional support and intimacy in your relationships. And again, it's what's appropriate to the situation, right? How I am and the amount of intimacy and emotional support I provide in my work groups is very different than in my nuclear family, right? Or in my personal committed relationship. So we talked about that. We're focusing on relationships and relationship goals for this month for this year's annual challenge, the Get Your Goals annual challenge. So every day I hop on, talk about, I'm also doing a write-up since February 1st and ChatGPT and all that, the AI and stuff. I started doing a write-up in Guide 17 of the Get Up and Go annual challenge private Facebook group. There's a group, and we've got a page for that has guides 1 through 15, which were previous challenges during the pandemic and the year after, and the year after that. Last year's annual challenge, the BU 365-day challenge, to do one thing that continuously improves us. That was last year's focus. This year's all about goals. You'll notice it's all about becoming a better version of ourselves, right? Everything we do, all of our life, all of our experiences is about becoming ourselves and the best possible version of ourselves. I spent a long time trying to figure out what the heck is my purpose, because unlike some people who know their talent, know what they love, know what they're passionate about, I was lost for a long time thinking that, why didn't I get a talent? Why can't I sing? Why can't I dance? Why am I not athletic? Why am I not tall, skinny, and blonde? Why am I not beautiful? Why am I not all these things? Why do I not have a huge talent for certain things that other people seem to? And whenever we're looking at someone else's life, we always think it looks easier from the outside than it is living in their skin. And it's when we realize that everybody is going through their own journey, their own experiences, their own challenges, and it's different for each and every one of us, and it's how we approach it and how we deal with it that really matters, and who we become along the way. That sounds kind of trite, but it's all about the journey, but it totally, absolutely, positively is. Our life is all about our experiences and what we're creating and who we're becoming, because that's all we leave with, right? We don't leave with any stuff. I'm not taking any magnifying glasses or rocks with me when I go or when I transition. So there's that. Our idiom for today was kind of a frustrating one, but I really like it. It's a rock in the storm. Now, the reason it frustrated me a little bit is because I could not find the origin or the etymology of this particular idiom. But it's a great idiom because it reminds us that we need to be strong and have strength and show support for ourselves and people we love and care about during challenging times, during setbacks, during obstacles, during COVID pandemics, during all the craziness that happens in the world, because we don't really know what challenges people are facing outside of our close group of people generally. And we want to be able to be supportive and be that rock in the storm when they need a rock. Be that source of strength to help them through the chaos, and then we can deal with our own emotional reaction to the situation. I think of different emergencies I face at work. The whole COVID pandemic is one that so many billions of us literally have in common, and now that it's kind of winding down, we can look back and we can say and analyze ourselves and our own behavior. How did I respond to that? How could I have responded differently? What did I do well during that? What did I not do so well? What did I handle more emotionally than actually dealing with the situation and the chaos at hand to make sure that I was okay? And I've done that exercise. I think it's a great exercise, and I like the COVID pandemic as an example because so many of us were affected and had to make changes and pivots and do things differently because of that particular situation. There aren't very many situations, it's the only one in my lifetime that I can think of, that literally affected and impacted almost every single person on the planet. And so it gives us a common thing to go back and say, well, what can I learn from this? Because guess what? I definitely wanted to learn from that situation because I wasn't prepared for it. I was probably more prepared than some people because of other changes and situations I've had to deal with in my life. But it was just foreign and new to me. There were things like, how do you get your nails done when all the nail salons are closed? And that sounds like a little ridiculous thing. But to me, my family was traveling. And so they were stuck in Colorado. So I was by myself and I had to figure out how to do things. I'm also legally blind. So it's not like I could hop in my car or go anywhere or do anything or pick up my own groceries. I will say one of the things that I really appreciate that came out of the pandemic is all of the online ordering and the ability to pick up or have things delivered. That actually made my personal life a whole lot simpler and a whole lot easier. And a whole lot more efficient, by the way. I would say one of the common discussions my sisters and I have is how many thousands of dollars we now save by not going into places like Target and Walmart and the grocery store, because we don't buy all the stuff we don't need that we see automatically and we get triggered to buy, which is great marketing. We just get the things that we know we need and then maybe a few more, but not like I used to go into the store and I would want 3 or 4 things and I'd fill an entire cart. So for me personally, that was a benefit. So I always look for in challenging situations, what are the lessons that I learned? What could I have done better? But what did I do well? So I want to make sure I take that with me in the next challenging situation. And that's one of the ways we be a rock, is by setting the example and learning the lessons that every little opportunity affords us, both good and bad. That's it. That's all I've got today. If I can help you anyway, hit me up and ask. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. And I will, of course, be with you tomorrow to do a little pontificating. Have a great day. Bye.